Chess is a game of strategy, business relies on strategy, and ThinkRed is a company that specialises in online business strategy. ThinkRed is a software development company that specialises in building online interactive business portals, interactive training programs, and online counselling tools. They have a team of software developers, graphic designers, marketing, and business analysis staff. Each system is created in partnership with the client to meet particular needs and uses a combination of multimedia and internet technologies. Terry Dentry is Director of ThinkRed. First of all, Terry, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us about ThinkRed and some of the most interesting projects that you've been involved in, such as Cicada Helpline and Game Ready.
Both of those are very hard ones to put in a nutshell, but we've had some really exciting projects on lately. Game Ready is a project that we showcased in Singapore last year, and we actually learned about the fact that this is a game strategy online program that is now being used by quite a number of different organisations that we're working with as a training tool. It challenges people to actually come online, use some of the elements, some videos, some audio, some text, some email, some Facebook interaction, social media interaction coming into it. They're interacting with these things each week, and they're challenged, and they've got to come up with answers, and then they come back in the next week for the next instalment. Mm-hmm. And each week it gets a bit harder. It's a bit of a challenge. It's a bit of an ongoing sort of program.
An exciting program, but what about Cicada Helpline? Tell us about that. The other side of the coin.
It is. It's completely the other side of the coin. Cicada Helpline is an online counselling tool. It's being used by high schools and tertiary institutions to help students to actually talk to counsellors via the internet. Mm-hmm. So one of our clients there is Trinity Grammar School, for instance. They have 3 counsellors at the school, and the counsellors can't see everybody all the time. But now every student at that school can go online and talk to the counsellors via the system.
Let's talk about World Vision. In fact, your vision probably is a bit blurry right now because you were up all night.
Do I look like it? Thank you.
You look absolutely ravishing, let me tell you. But World Vision, tell us about this.
World Vision went live at 7 o'clock this morning. It's a very, very exciting program. It's an online strategy learning tool. It's a real-time interactive tool that is being used by 25,000 staff by World Vision International in 68 countries. The content has been developed here in Australia and the US. It's documentary footage, and it's interview type footage of the regional and strategy managers, and it's teaching the staff within World Vision about the new directions that World Vision will be taking and how they'll be taking those steps together.
So how are the client demands changing these days, and what are the major factors driving their requirements?
Oh, well, everything we do is on the web. We are an online tools type company, and that has just changed it's changed so much itself in the last 2 years. It's no longer good enough to have a website. The internet can do so much more. It can communicate. It can help businesses actually relate to each other business. And of course, there's education and there's training and there's modelling, and it can all be done in one place. So what we do with our clients is help them to actually realise some of those things that they can be doing better by using the internet as their communication tool.
You have a number of great clients like Morgan Steel, ASX. Do you have many small business clients, and what are the specific challenges these clients face?
We actually have a lot of small business clients, and I love working with them because you work very closely one-on-one with them to actually get exactly what they need. We don't do a lot of just a website. What we do with each of the businesses is actually work out how it's going to make a difference for them, not just give them a visual presence on the web, but actually give them something that they're actually going to be doing on the web. We work very closely actually with the South Melbourne Business Association, and we're even creating their portal for themselves. And we go into each client, each business, and we look at what their specific needs are and what they're trying to achieve by talking to their customers online.
Is small business investing enough and aware of what technology can do for them?
never investing enough, but they're starting to get their toes wet. I'm really I'm really proud of some of the companies we do work with because it's a big challenge for them. You go into big business and they do understand what these things are going to do for them. They don't quite know how it's going to work, but they're aware of these things. You go into a small business and look, sometimes I'm still teaching people how to turn their laptops on. Last night I was teaching someone how to clear their cache at 11 o'clock at night. It's still a little bit about working with people on the little things. Not everybody is as computer savvy as everybody else. But when you're talking about launching a system for, like we said, 25,000 people in 68 countries, they're all going to have variations in how much they can use a computer. And we have to help each and every one of them, not just the corporate.
You do a lot of work around the world, so you deal with different individuals and different companies. The great debate right now is that we are so far behind in Australia from the rest of the world. Are we? Is that just a fallacy? Is that a furphy, or is it the truth?
Total furphy. We're so far ahead.
Yes.
We are exciting. I actually speak at a number of conferences worldwide, and I do travel quite a bit, and I make sure I keep in touch with what other groups are doing and where they're doing it. And we are now being brought into places like the US government working with their education systems to bring in new strategies for how their kids can actually work online. I spoke at a conference recently in Singapore with our Game Ready system, and we were way ahead of the game. They actually came to us. We had several people from many different countries coming to us saying, we didn't know it could do that. So we love it. We actually are really ahead here. Australia's quite a great place, and this is what I actually tell people too. We are a great experimental place. Australians are not scared of giving it a go. Like, we love to say that, give it a go, guys. But we do. And when it comes to computer systems and what we can do on the internet, we give it a go. We're not scared of it.
What do you see as the main challenge for, say, small business in adapting what's available on the internet?
It's all a little bit technology-wise. There's still a lot of people in our generation, Mike,
electricity,
who didn't grow up with it. But our kids play with this stuff like it's just their cradle toys. They just turn these things on and they just use them. We're going to see a big difference in the next sort of 3, 4, 5 years as these kids come out of high school and just change the way business, small business and large business, actually work with these tools.
Okay, to steal from a film, show me the money is what small business says, or big business. So how do you make money from being online?
This is actually what I get called in to do all the time. It's probably where I spend most of my time, working with my clients on how they're going to use these systems, not just to create pretty pictures, but to actually earn some money for the business itself. And there are a number of strategies you can use. There are a number of new strategies that are not just old bricks and mortar strategies brought onto the web. We don't do e-commerce. We don't sell anything online. We don't really build those kind of systems. What we do is we build systems that use social networking, which drives traffic through websites. We build systems that have got training tools where that's going to be a much better way to receive the training and be a cost-saving way of receiving the training. We build tools that actually connect that business to other businesses in a direct way that's actually replacing something that would take them a lot longer to do. So some of our systems earn direct money. We have lots of payment gateways in lots of our systems where people pay for it. And some of them are actually just in the ways that they streamline the way business is being done. And that can actually save small business and large business a great deal of money.
The future of Think Red and the future of being online, doing business online. Where does it end? Not with Think Red. We don't want you to end. But where does it end with being online too?
Online is not going away. We are all going to be doing business online. We can't get away from it. Online is efficient and it's fun and it's creative, and more people are spending more and more of their time online. Online's not going away. It's growing. We're getting Second Life. We're getting virtual places to go and play with. We are really just starting to open up the possibilities of what online can do for us. And for Think Red, that's where we're going to. We're going to be trying all those things out.
In a word, how would you describe doing business online? One word.
Challenge. Still a challenge. We're early days. It's a challenge.
Terry, thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks, Mike.